The fall TV issue of Entertainment Weekly finally came out. The reason I love this so much is because it tells me exactly how I'm going to fritter away my primetime hours for the next 9 months, except since I'm an actor, I get to call it research. Hey guys, okay, so my head is kind of in a lot of different places right now, so I apologize if this episode, I don't think it'll be a bit of a mess, but I apologize if it's a little bit less, I guess, fine-tuned than some of my others. Anyway, it's weird. I'm going through all these things right now, and I guess one of the things I want to talk to you about first is, it's weird. The Musecast is so close to over. And I didn't expect to really feel anything about that. I didn't expect to have any sort of emotional reaction to that. But I think about how close it is, and I'm kind of sad. I'm a little bit sad, so that's kind of weird. But this episode is not a sad episode. This episode is a weird episode. One of the things that we're going to do on this episode is actually going to be right about now, which is very likely the very last installment of Musecast in the world. So, okay, Bonnie Gillespie, an amazing, wonderful, fabulous friend of the Musecast, recently quoted me in her weekly column. She has a weekly column, and in her most recent post on that column, she quoted me, and it was really, really cool. I will put a link in the sidebar, but I have a feeling that a lot of you guys don't really click my links very often, maybe don't make a regular habit of it, and so I'll talk a little bit about it and what it was all about, and kind of what I've learned from that. Basically, her column this week was about being professional at any level, and being professional does not necessarily have to mean being a professional, meaning getting paid for whatever it is that you're doing. It means that no matter where you are on your journey, on your creative journey, on your professional journey, it means being a professional person in that world. And so I happened to leave a comment on one of her Facebook updates, and she liked what I had to say, and so she put it in her column. And basically what I said was, I absolutely agree with that. I remember back when I was doing background work, so many people would complain about not getting SAG vouchers, or they would always hound people, you know, the crew and everybody else for those SAG vouchers. And I never really saw the point of that. As it turns out, I became SAG through doing background work, but now I can look back at that and not feel any regret or anything like that for having done anything that kind of compromises who I am as a professional person. And so that's kind of the comment that I left, that she quoted me in the thing. And guys, this is absolutely right, and this is what I want to talk about. Wherever you are on your journey, on your path, nobody's saying, you know, you have to do it the same way that I do it, or do it the same way as that person over there. But whatever you do, make sure that you can look back on it later in the future and not cringe, not be embarrassed about that, not worry about any bridges that you might have burned or anything like that. Just be able to be knowledgeable enough about who you are that you know that no matter what you're doing right now, no matter what level you're at, you are going to be able to look back on it and be satisfied that you lived up to your fullest potential. Be as professional as you possibly can be, no matter where you are. That's basically it this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please come back next week.